Hello, Physics for Topa family. Today we will see English grammar, active and passive voice. So, what is active and what is passive voice? Active and passive voice. So we need to see each one by one. Before that, we need to know what a voice is. What is a voice? So in English, voice is the form of a verb text to indicate whether the subject, stress, the subject of the verb performs or receives the action. Okay? And these things can be expressed by active voice and passive voice. Active voice is when the subject of the verb performs, and passive voice is when it receives the action. We will see it one by one what it means. So active እና passive voice ምን ማለት እንደሆነ አንድ በአንድ እናያለን። So when we start from active voice, assume there is a person called Ababa. Okay, and this guy Ababa is playing football. Okay, and we need to express it using active voice and passive voice. This phenomena of playing football can be expressed using active and passive voice. So when we use active voice, the subject performs the action. አበበ ነው እንግዲህ ድርጊቱን የሚፈጽመው ማለት ነው አክቲቭ ቮይስ ላይ። ሶ አበበ ድርጊቱን እየፈጸመ መሆኑን በአክቲቭ ቮይስ ተጠቅመን እንዴት ነው ዲስክራይብ እናደርገው? አበበ plays football. So አበበ here is the subject and the football is the object, right? So plays is the verb. So አበበ here is the subject and the subject is performing the action here, right? So Ababa is the subject and he's performing the action. So this is by active voice. You understand it, right? So here is how we write active sentences. But when you come to passive voice, the subject is the receiver of the action. What I mean is we don't use the subject Ababa in the first part of the sentence, okay? We will use it at the end, making Ababa the receiver of the action. For example, football is played by Ababa. So we don't say Ababa plays football. It is active when we say Ababa plays football. But when we say football is played by Ababa, so we make Ababa the receiver of the action. So እዚህ ጋር አበበ ምንድን ነው? እንደ ድርጊት ፈጻሚ አይደለም። ፉትቦል ብለን ያስቀመጥነው ኦብጀክት አለ። አበበ ሳብጀክት ነው። ሶ ኦብጀክቱ ወደ ፊት ይመጣና ቅድም አበበ ኳስ ተጫውቶ ነበር ነው ያልነው አይደል? አሁን ሳብጀክቱ አበበ መጨረሻ ላይ ሄዷል። ሶ ቅድም አክቲቭ ቮይስ ላይ አበበ ፕሌይስ ፉትቦል ብለናል። ምን ማለት ነው? አበበ ኳስ እየተጫወተ ነው ካልን፣ አሁን ደግሞ ፉትቦል ኢዝ ቢንግ ፕሌይድ ባይ አበበ ማለት ነው እግር ኳስ በአበበ እየተጫወተ ነው። እግር ኳስ ቷቷል። ሶ እግር ኳስ በአበበ ነው እያለ ያለ ነው። ስለዚህ አበበን እንደ የድርጊቱ ተቀባይ receiver of the action አድርገን ነው የምንጠቀመው ማለት። So the difference is that active voice makes the subject the center of or the concentration of the sentence, but passive voice doesn't make it, okay? So that's the difference. ስለዚህ ምን ማለት ነው? አክቲቭ ቮይስ ላይ ድርጊት ፈጻሚው ነው እንግዲህ መሰረት አድርገን የምንጽፈው ድርጊት ፈጻሚው ላይ ነው። ስለዚህ አንድ አካል ድርጊቱን እንደፈጸመ ስትሬት አድርገን ለመናገር ስንፈልግ ነው። ለምሳሌ አበበ እቃውን ወስዷል የሚለው እንግዲህ አክቲቭ ቮይስ ነው። ስለ አበበ ነው የምናወራው እቃውን እንደወሰደ ለመግለጽ ማለት ነው። ነገር ግን እቃው ተወስዷል ብንል ወይም ደግሞ እቃው በአበበ ተወስዷል ብንል አሁን የእቃውን መወሰድ ነው ስትሬስ አድርገን የምናወራው ማለት ነው። If we take another example, so this is active voice. አበበ hits the ball. አበበ ኳሱን መቶታል። ስለዚህ ስትሬስ አድርገን የምናወራው ኳሱ ስለመመታቱ አይደለም፣ አበበ ኳሱን ስለመምታቱ ነው። ስለዚህ ዋናው ባለቤት አበበ ነው። አበበ አክሽኑን ፐርፎርም አድርጓል ማለት ነው። ሶ ስትሬት አድርገን እያወራን ያለ ነው ስለ አበበ ነው ማለት ነው። But if we say the ball is hit by Abebe, we are concentrating on the ball. Okay? Abebe, not on the Abebe. So ኳሱ በአበበ ተመታ። The ball is hit by አበበ ማለት ኳሱ በአበበ ተመታ ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ እያወራን ያለ ነው ኳሱ ስለመመታቱ ነው። በአበበ ኳሱ ስለመመታቱ። ስለዚህ አሁን እዚህ ጋር ኢንቴንሽናችን ኳሱ መመታቱን ለመግለጽ ነው ማለት ነው። አበበ እንደመታው ለመናገር አይደለም። So this is passive voice ማለት ነው።
So, what is a simple method to remember the change of active voice to passive voice? You know, there is a simple method to change active to passive voice. This is related to the form of passive voice. Passive voice has a form of object plus verb to be plus past participle plus the subject. So the subject will be at the end, the object will be at the first place, and in the middle there will be a verb to be plus past participle. So this is a simple trick. I can't call it a trick because this is the general form of passive voice, but you need to remember this, and it can be taken as a simple method to remember it. So what is verb to be? Verb to be means to exist, to occur, or to have the characteristics of something. So, for example, I am here, to occur. The meeting is Tuesday. Is here is verb to be. Am is verb to be. Or to have the characteristic of something. She was quiet child. She was a quiet child. So was here is verb to be. So these are verb to be's. Okay, and verb to be's, there are different verb to be's in different tenses. For example, in present tense there is am, is, are, and in past tense there are was, were. So እነዚህን verb to be ነው የምንጠቀመው ከአክቲቭ ወደ ፓሲቭ ስንቀይር ፓሲቭ ላይ የምንጠቀማቸው verb to beዎች ምን አይነት ቴንስ ነው የሚለው ላይ ይወስናሉ። ስለዚህ ለምሳሌ ፕሬዘንት ቴንስ ላይ ቢሆን አም ኢዝ አር የሚለውን ከነሱ አንዱን ነው የምንጠቀመው። ለአይ አም፣ ለሂ ኢዝ፣ ለምሳሌ ለዩ አር። ፓስት ቴንስ ላይ ሲሆን ደግሞ ወዝ ዌር የሚለውን ቨርብ ቱ ቢ ነው የምንጠቀመው ማለት ነው። ፓሲቭ ቮይስ ላይ ማለት ነው። አንድ ሰው ሲሆን ወዝ፣ ብዙ ሰው ሲሆን ዌር ማለት ነው። ለፓስት ፓርቲሲፕል ደግሞ ቢን ነው የምንጠቀመው። ለምሳሌ ለፓስት ፐርፌክት እና ለፕሬዘንት ፐርፌክት መሀል ቢን ነው የምናስገባው ማለት ነው ወደ ፓሲቭ ስንቀይር። ለፕሬዘንት ፓርቲሲፕል ወይም ደግሞ ለኮንቲኒየስ ቴንስ ደግሞ የምንጠቀመው ምንድን ነው? ቢንግ ነው። ቢንግ የሚለውን ቨርብ ቱ ቢ የምንጠቀመው ለኮንቲኒየስ ቴንስ ነው ማለት ነው። ፕሬዘንት ኮንቲኒየስ ኦር ፓስት ኮንቲኒየስ። እኚህን ግን የምንጠቀማቸው ምን ላይ ነው? ፓሲቭ ቮይስ ላይ ነው ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ እነዚህን ቅድም ባሳየኋችሁ ሜትድ መሰረት ኦብጀክት ፕላስ ቨርብ ቱ ቢ ያልኳችሁ እንግዲህ እነዚህን ነው ማለት ነው። እነዚህን ነው አኮርዲንግ ቱ ዘ ቴንስ ማለት ነው ቨርብ ቱ ቢዎችን እንጠቀማለን። then there is past participle ማለት ደግሞ ቨርብ ስሪ ነው። ቨርብ 1 ቨርብ 2 ቨርብ 3 so let us start from the first one, simple present. Let us take example. Alamayo cooks the food. Alamayo cooks the food. So Alamayo here is the subject, right? And the food is the object here. And cooks here is the verb. So when we change it, the object will come at the first place, right? So ኦብጀክቱ ፊት ለፊት ይመጣል። ኦብጀክቱ ፊት ለፊት ይመጣል ቅድም እንዳልኳችሁ። ከዛ ቨርብ ቱ ቢ፣ ከዛ ፓስት ፓርቲሲፕል፣ ከዛ ፋይናሊ ምን ይመጣል? the subject. ሰብጀክቱ እንግዲህ አበበ ነው ማለት ነው። so the subject will be at the end. So by this formula, when we change Alamayo cooks the food, it will be the food, the object. Then the verb to be is is cooked. The past participle, cooked. So the food is cooked. Then we say by Ababa. Don't forget this. We always need to say by. ከሳብጀክቱ በፊት ባይ የሚለውን ቃል እናስገባለን። በእንትና ተደርጓል ለማለት ነው። So the food is cooked by አበበ። Sorry, Alamayo. The food is cooked by Alamayo. So this is how we change simple present tense, which is an active voice, to passive voice ማለት ነው. So the method is simple. Example 2. We feed our cats always. So this is simple present, and we will change it to, the cats are the objects at the first place, but they will be now at the first place. So our cats are always fed by us. So we will be changed to us. Don't forget that. Here the subject we will be changed to us. So our cats are always fed by us. So our cats will be at the first place. Then the auxiliary, the verb to be is are here. So present simple ላይ is ወይም are ወይም am ነው ብለናል። auxiliary verb to be. so ይሄ verb to be እዚህ ጋር ፕሉራል ነው our cats የሚለው። ስለዚህ are ነው የሚገባው ማለት ነው። I ቢሆን am ነው የሚሆነው። he ወይም she ወይም it ቢሆን is ነው የሚሆነው። ግን እዚህ ጋር our cats ብዙ ስለሆነ ነው ማለት ነው are የሆነው። so then we will go to present continuous. So present continuous ምን ማለት እንደሆነ እንግዲህ እናውቃለን። present continuous አሁን ላይ የሚደረግ ድርጊት ቀጣይነት ያለው አሁን ላይ እየተደረገ ያለ continuous የሆነ ድርጊትን ለመግለጽ ነው የምንጠቀመው present continuous tense። ለምሳሌ አልማዝ ምግቧን እየበላች ነው ሊሆን ይችላል። እየተደረገ ያለ ድርጊት ማለት ነው። so for example, Almaz is eating the burger. Almaz is eating the burger. So when we try to change this, there is already a verb to be, right? So in continuous tense there is already a verb to be, because it is is. There is is. It is a verb to be. So when we try to change this, the burger is the object, we know it, right? Almaz is the subject, and we have the verb, and we have also the verb to be. So we will bring the burger at the first. ኦብጀክታችን በርገር የሚለው ነው። በርገሩ ፊት ለፊት ይመጣል ማለት ነው። so በርገር የሚለው so it will come at the first. so we will say the burger. Okay, so the burger will come at first. Then the burger is, we already have the verb to be, right? It is. So the burger is ምን እንጨምራለን ያልነው being አይደል? being ነው የምናደርገው continuous tense ሲሆን አይደል? being ከዛ verb ስሪ ስናደርገው eating የሚለውን eaten አይደል? ate eaten አይደል? eaten እናደርገዋለን። so the burger is being eaten ፋይናሊ እናደርጋለን by አልማዝ አይደል? by አልማዝ ማለት ነው። okay, perfect. so the burger is being eaten by አልማዝ። በርገሩ በአልማዝ እየተበላ ነው። በርገሩ በአልማዝ እየተበላ ነው። so this is how we change it. This is how we change it. This is present continuous, and in present continuous there is always a verb to be already. So let us take example 2. I am counting the papers. ወረቀቶቹን እየቆጠርኳቸው ነው አሁን ማለት ነው። so the papers የሚለው ኦብጀክት ፊት ለፊት ይመጣል። papers የሚለው the papers የሚለው ኦብጀክት ፊት ለፊት ይመጣል። so I am counting the papers ምን እናደርገዋለን? the papers ብለን እንጀምራለን ማለት ነው። ምክንያቱም the papers are the object. the papers are ነው የሚሆነው ማለት ነው። ብዙ ስለሆኑ are being counted. Look, counting will be changed to counted. So the papers are being counted by me. The papers are being counted by me. So the papers are being counted by me. This is how we change it. This is present continuous. And because the papers are plural, we will take are instead of is. So number 3, we have present perfect. Present perfect. So we know what present perfect is. Present perfect የምንለው ቴንስ አይነት ለምን እንደሚጠቅመን እናውቀዋለን። በፊት እየተደረገ ያለ ግን አሁንም ቀጣይነት ያለው ድርጊትን እንደሚገልጽ እናውቃለን። ለምሳሌ let's take example. Almaz has done the homework. So if we say Almaz has done the homework, and if we want to change this active voice to passive voice, let us see what we do. So here Almaz is the subject and the homework is the object, right? Almaz is the subject, the homework is the object, and has done describes the present perfect tense, right? So done is the verb. So here look what we do. The homework will come at first. ቅድም እንዳልኳችሁ ፐርፌክት ቴንስ ሲሆን ቢን ነው የምናስገባው ነው ያለው። ቢን አይደል? so the homework has homework እንግዲህ ሲንጉላር ነው። has been done by ሁሌም ባይ እንዳለ መጨረሻ ላይ እንግዲህ ነግሬያችኋል። by Almaz. So the homework has been done by Almaz. Interesting. So እዚህ ጋር ቢንን ነው የጨመርነው። እንግዲህ ቅድም እንዳልኳችሁ ፐርፌክት ቴንስ ሲሆን ቢን ነው የሚጨመረው ማለት ነው። ፐርፌክት ቴንስ ሲሆን ቢን ነው የሚጨመረው። so the homework has been done by Almaz ይሆናል ማለት ነው። ሆምወርክ የሚለው ፊት ለፊት እንደመጣ ይታያል። አልማዝ የሚለው ከኋላ ሄዷል ሳብጀክቱ ማለት ነው። so let us take another example. I have washed the dishes. So if I say I have washed the dishes, still we know I is the subject and the dishes are the objects. So I've washed the dishes. So the dishes የሚለው ኦብጀክቱ ወደ ፊት ለፊት ይመጣል አይደል? so we will make the dishes. look, the dishes ብዙ ናቸው አይደል? ዲሽስ የሚለው ስለዚህ have የሚሆነው ማለት ነው ብዙ ስለሆኑ። ሲንጉላር ቢሆን ግን ቅድም እንደ ሆምወርክ አይነት ሲንጉላር ቢሆን ኖሮ has ነበር። so the dishes have been እንዳንረሳው መቼም ቢሆን so the dishes have been washed. The dishes have been washed by me. Don't forget by me. I የሚለው ወደ ሚ ነው የሚቀየረው ኦብጀክት ሲሆን እሱ እንዴት እንደሚቀየር አሳያችኋለሁ በኋላ። so the dishes have been washed by me. interesting. so me ሆነዋል ማለት ነው አይ የሚለው the dishes have been washed by me. so this is the second example. so interestingly we will see now pronoun changes. እንዴት ነው ፕሮናውኖችን የምንቀይረው? አይ የሚለውን አሁን እንደሚቀይረኝ ነበር። ቅድም ዘይ የሚለውን የመሳሰሉትን እንዴት እንደምንቀይር ሳያቸዋለሁ ብዬ ነበር። ሶ ሌታ ሴት አክቲቭ ቮይስ፣ ፓሲቭ ቮይስ። ሶ አክቲቭ ቮይስ ላይ የምንጠቀማቸው ፕሮናውኖች አሉ። ለምሳሌ አይ አይ የሚለው አክቲቭ ቮይስ ላይ ፓሲቭ ሲሆን ምን ይሆናል የሚለውን እኔ አይ የሚለው አክቲቭ ቮይስ ላይ አይ ከሆነ ፓሲቭ ቮይስ ላይ ሚ ይሆናል። ሶ ባይ ሚ ይሆናል ማለት ነው። ባይ ሚ ለምሳሌ አይ ኪስ ማይ ካት ኦፍን you are not supposed to kiss your cat, but to take as an example later, if I say I kiss my cat often, it will be changed to the cat. My cat is kissed by me often, right? So ወደ ሚ ይቀየራል ማለት ዊ የሚለው ደግሞ ዊ ሳብጀክት ላይ ከሆነ አክቲቭ ቮይስ ላይ እዚህ ጋር አስ ይሆናል ማለት አስ and we will be changed to us. So we subject ላይ ከሆነ አክቲቭ ቮይስ ላይ ፓሲቭ ቮይስ ላይ ባይ አስ ነው የምንለው ማለት ነው። ባይ ዊ አይደለም፣ ባይ አስ። then if we have they as a subject in active voice, it will be changed to them in passive voice as an object. So we will say in passive voice by them, by them, by them. Okay, interesting. So this is how we change it. And finally we have one pronoun, and it's you. And interestingly, you will not be changed to anything, it will again be you. So we will say by you again, by you, right? Okay, so this is how we change pronouns when we change the voice from active to passive voice. And also when we change the voice from passive to active, we will also change them. Let us take example. So an example, if we say we have done, the construction, say this is the active voice. So the object here is the construction, right? So the construction has been done. Look how we change we by us, so it will be us. So the construction has been done by us. Look, the construction has been done by us. Look how we change we to us, right? So this is what we call pronoun change, because the pronouns will be changed. So next, simple past. We know simple past, they describe activities that are already finished, already done. So when we try to change simple past, which is in active voice, to passive voice, we follow what we already said. And let us see it now by using examples. So the example let us say the building. So the building collapse killed hundreds. The building collapse killed 100 people. So the building collapse killed 100 people. So this is active voice, and when we try to change it to passive voice, look what we do. So 100 people are the objects here, but they will come at first. The building collapse is a subject here, and killed is the verb, and 100 people are the object. So as we do, we will bring the 100 people in the first part of the sentence, and the building collapse, the subject will go at last, and killed, as already we do, it will come to the middle. So 100 people were, so this is a verb to be, were killed. 100 people were killed by the building collapse. So verb to be አችን እዚህ ጋር ምንድን ነው? ዌር ነው። ሲምፕል ፓስት ሲሆን ወዝ ወይም ዌር ነው ብለን ነበር። ወዝ ለሲንጉላር ነው፣ ዌር ለፕሉራል ወይም ብዙ ለሆነ ነገር ስለሆነ so the 100 people were killed by the building collapse. Interesting. So this is how we change simple past to which is an active voice to passive voice. So interestingly, this is the simplest one, I think. Like the simple present. So when we go next, we will take another example, and we can say in the example, my teacher taught me English. My teacher taught me English. So here, my teacher is the subject, taught is the verb, me is the object. So my teacher taught me English. And look how we change it. So my teacher, subject, taught me English. So look how we change it. This object, me, it comes first, and see, me will be changed to I when it becomes object. Me is object, right? When we change it to subject, or when it comes at first place, me will be changed to I. This is pronoun change, as I told you. So me will be I. So I, and it is simple past, so was. I was taught English by my teacher. So I was taught English by my teacher. This is how we change it. So was verb to be ያችን ነው እንደነገርኳችሁ። so እንደዚህ አድርገን ነው ማለት ነው የምንቀይረው። This is interesting. We change it, the me to I, and the subject here is at last. The subject in the active voice was at last, and the object came at first, right? So when we go to past continuous, we know past continuous, right? So let us take example of past continuous. They were they were hitting the wall. So as I told you previously, there is already a verb to be in continuous tenses. Continuous tenses ላይ verb to be already እንዳለ ነግሬያቸዋለሁ። እዚህ were አለ። So they were hitting the wall. The wall ኦብጀክት ነው እናውቃለን። ፊት ለፊት ይመጣል ማለት ነው። ከዛ ደግሞ ፓስት ኮንቲኒስ ላይ ምንድን ነው የምናስገባው ብለናል። ኮንቲኒስ ሴንተንሶች ላይ ቢንግ አለ ብለናል አይደል? ሶ ዘ ዎል ዋዝ ዘ ዎል አንድ ስለሆነ ዘ ዎል ዋዝ ቢንግ ሂት። ሂት የሚለው ቃል እንግዲህ ፓስቱም ቨርብ ስሪው ምንድን ነው የሚሆነው? ሂት ነው አይደል? ሶ ዘ ዎል ዋዝ ቢንግ ሂት ባይ ዘም። So the wall was being hit by them. So the wall was being hit by them. Interesting. Let me give you an exercise. Do this one. Change this active voice to passive voice. So I'm gonna give you an active voice which is in past continuous. Here you need to change it to passive voice. Tlahun was, let me say, washing his clothes. So Tlahun was washing his clothes. Change this active voice which is in past continuous to passive voice. This is your exercise. Do it as an exercise. So this is how we change the past continuous to active to passive voice. So there is past perfect. We know what past perfect is. So Chala had done the classwork. So here we know the classwork is the object, right? Yeah, the classwork is the object. Chala is the subject. Had done describes it as a past perfect tense. So the classwork is the object and Chala is the subject. And look how we change it. The classwork will come at first. And in perfect tenses, I told you we will add been, right? ቅድም ሳሳያችሁ ቢን የሚለውን ነው የምንጨምረው ብያቸዋለሁ። ፐርፌክት ቴንስ በሆነ ሰዓት ቢን የሚለውን ነው የምንጨምረው። ሶ the class work, the object comes first. The class work had been done. The class work had been done by Chala. So this is how we change, right? As always, we bring the object at first, then the subject at last when we change active to passive voice. And in past perfect we added been. past perfect ስለሆነ been የሚለው ጨምረናል ማለት ነው። እዚህ ጋር had been done የሚለው ቦታ had been done አድርገናል። ለምን ፓስት ፐርፌክት ቴንሶች ላይ አክቲቭ ልን ወደ ፓሲቭ ስንቀይር እንደዛ ነው የምናደርገው። ፋይናሊ we have future tense and we have simple future tense. ሶ ፊውቸር ቴንስ ወደፊት ያለውን ነገር የሚገልጽ እንደሆነ እናውቃለን። ሶ ፊውቸር ቴንስን ዊል ወይም ሻል በመጠቀም ነው የምንሰራው እንደምናውቀው። እሱን እንዴት ነው የምንቀይረው የሚለውን እኔ ኦኬ ሶ ኢን ፊውቸር ቴንስ ሉክ ዋት ዊ ዱ። ሶ ዊ ኖው ፎር ኤግዛምፕል አበበ ዊል ኪል ዘ ኮክሮች። አበበ በረሮቹን ይገላል ወደፊት። something like that. So let us take another example. So ከበደ will eat. ከበደ will eat the burger. Burger. So ከበደ will eat the burger. So will, right? So look how we change it. ከበደ is the subject, will eat describes future tense, the burger is object. So burger የሚለው the burger የሚለው ኦብጀክት ወደ ፊት ለፊት ይመጣል። ሶ the burger ብለን እንጀምራለን ማለት ነው። ሶ ዊል ላይ የምንጨምረው ቨርብ ቱ ቢ ምንድን ነው? ቢም ብቻ ነው የምንጨምረው። ቢ the burger will be እናደርጋለን። will be ሶ ፊውቸር ቴንስ ላይ ቢ ነው የምንጨምረው። the burger will be eaten። ሁሌም እንደማንረሳው ፓስት ፓርቲሲፕል ወይም ቨርብ ስሪ እንዳለ እንዳንረሳ አይደል? ሶ the burger will be eaten by ከበደ። the burger will be eaten by ከበደ። So this is how we change a simple future tense, which is an active voice, to passive voice, interestingly. And in future tense, we can use shall as we use will, right? So shall መጠቀም እንችላለን አይደል? ለምሳሌ they shall do the car wash. They shall do the car wash. If we say that, this is future tense, right? So look how we change. So they shall do the car wash. they የሚለውን እንዴት እንደምንቀይረው ነግሬያቸዋለሁ ወደ ዘም። ሶ ሻል ዱ የሚለውን ቢ እንጨምራለን በመሀል አይደል? ሶ ዘ ካር ዋሽ የሚለው ይመጣል። ዘ ካር ዋሽ ሻል ቢ ደን፣ ራይት? ሻል ቢ ደን ባይ ዘም። The car wash shall be done by them. Look how we change B, how we added B. So when we change it to passive voice, we add B, right? And the the past participle will come after the B, right? So this is all about changing active voice to passive voice. And we have, as I said, a simple method to remember it, and it is object. Look, object ወይም ኦብጀክቱ ለፊት ይመጣል plus the verb to be. verb to be it depends on the type of a tense, plus past participle እንዳትረሱ። past participle ማለት ምንድን ነው? verb ስሪ ነው። verb 1 verb 2 verb ስሪ ያለ አይደል? verb ስሪው ነው። ለምሳሌ eat ate eaten አይደል? ያ verb ስሪ ማለት ነው። so object plus verb to be plus past participle plus መጨረሻ ላይ subject እናስገባለን። so this is all about it. Thank you very much.